Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing my first testosterone shot. But first what I'm looking for is this remote control to turn down extreme couponing, which I'm watching to relax myself. So, bit of back history. The reason why I've been on testosterone since last June, but have never gotten it in a shot, and certainly never done the shot myself, is because I am deathly afraid of needles. And so, as you can see, I've got the leg shakes going on already, and I'm sure it's going to get worse from here, but I've done some research, and when I got the needles and stuff that I needed to get yesterday when I picked up my prescription, I looked at the 22 gauge needle. The 22 gauge 1.5 inch needle that they were trying to give me to use for the injections, which I'll show you, looks like this. Can you see that? Just to show you, like, against my thumb. It's pretty big. And it's very long. It was the biggest thing for me. So I wasn't really so into that. And so I did some more research, and I found some information, mostly on bodybuilding forums, like cisgender dudes who are doing their shot because for muscle building purposes, I guess. So I decided that I was going to try a method that they were doing, which is doing it in the arm. And so today, I got the shakes really bad. So today, I will be attempting the arm. So obviously, I'm not going to teach you how to do the drawing up of the testosterone, because there's like 18,000 videos on that, and you obviously know how to do it. I am using the 18 gauge needle to draw up the testosterone. So as you can see, this is the 18 gauge needle used to draw up the testosterone, and that to me is just obscene. Like, there's no fucking way that's going in my body. But I do know somebody who does this, and he uses the same needle to draw as he uses to inject, and that freaks the fucking shit out of me. So, yeah, we're gonna see, I guess, how this goes today. Like I said, definitely first needle I've ever given myself. First needle that I've done, first injection that I've done for testosterone ever. I've been on gel up until this point, so I'm on a full dose. It's been like 10 months. But just wasn't really getting the changes that I wanted. So, I'm gonna have to calm down and stop shaking if I want to do this fucking injection myself, that's for sure. So, looks like got no bubbles in there or anything like that. For my own sanity, I just want to make sure that it'll actually go through this needle. Oh, there we go, the last little bit of air coming out there. There we go. So as you can see, it will come out of this tiny little pin. Now, does it come out easily? Definitely not. But does it come out? Sure it does. So the guys on that bodybuilding forum were saying to me that, or were saying in general, that they have a lot of issues with injecting it through a tiny needle. Oh, so this is a 25 gauge, 5/8 inch long needle. Because I'm injecting it into my deltoid muscle, I'm hoping that this one's long enough. Now, my mom's a registered nurse. I asked her, she said, you know, there is some chance that you'd be doing some type of a subcutaneous injection, which isn't the end of the world. It just, from my understanding, isn't quite as effective. But she said basically that should be long enough to get through to your delt. So, especially on somebody of my size, like you can see, I'm not really a big dude, so. So basically, yeah, I'm gonna see if this little pin will get through. And the other issue that dudes were saying was a challenge for them, the dudes on these bodybuilding forums especially, is that because the testosterone is thick, it has a hard time coming out of the needle. So what I've done beforehand was use my trusty space heater here and warmed up the liquid before I put it into the syringe for maybe a couple minutes. Other people put it like on a heating pad that you would use for your muscles, or sorry, yeah, for your sore muscles, or run it under hot water or something like that. I personally used the space heater method because that was the closest thing to me, and yeah, so I'm gonna try apparently what, according to my registered nurse mother, is the hardest way of doing this, because apparently it's difficult to get it in your own arm. But basically, to me, it's time to just nut up or shut up and just do it. So 1, 2, 3. There we go. It's in. I believe that that's in the muscle. So I'm going to aspirate the needle, make sure I don't have any blood. Don't appear to have any blood. And now for the injection. Takes a little while. It's actually not quite as bad as I thought it was going to be in terms of how long it's going to take. I'm on 0.8 ml every week. And I've been advised that there we go. Immediately after you do your injection, you pull it straight out and apply firm pressure to the wound for 1 solid minute. So I won't make you sit here for 1 solid minute while I hold my dirty finger on this thing. But there we go. Intense needle phobia to the point where when I was a kid, I would cry and scream, could not get a TB test, could not get blood work taken, could not get anything like that. Obviously, I've had blood work taken in the last year, you know, to improve to track my progress. But I always look away, wasn't able to do it. So this was 100% painless. Literally, I didn't feel any pain. So, yep, there we go. Intramuscular injection, hopefully. Hopefully that got down into the muscle. But you can feel the difference between the skin and the muscle. So once you just really push it in, that's the other good thing about this length of a needle. Some people say 1 inch, but I managed to get that all the way in, and that way you can apply that pressure that you need to without worrying about hitting the bone or anything like that. So there we go. Intramuscular injection. Let me cap off my needle here. Hopefully I'm not shaking too hard to do that. Into the sharps container. Very little blood. Appears to have gone smoothly. Alright, thanks guys.